Hey, how you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. I haven't been scheduling many guests. I've been getting back on that horse. I don't know. I just got a little caught up in life and haven't really been reaching out to schedule guests. But I'm getting back on. Just normal things, nothing to worry about. But exciting news! I will be launching Heroic Tales number 2 on Friday, uh, April 4th at 9 p.m. on Michael Bancroft's channel. He's so cool. He's such a good guy. He's so cool, so helpful. So since I don't have a guest, I've been saving up a bunch of indie crowdfunded stuff, and all I did was take them out of the box because I don't. I just take them out of the box because I don't. Nobody needs to see my address and stuff like that. So I took them out of the box, and I tried not to look at stuff, which is more difficult when you have no impulse control like I do. So I got a big stack of. Speaking of no impulse control, I could eat an entire bag of Milano cookies in one sitting, and I'm trying not to think about them while I'm talking. But anyway, as normal, I'm going to filibuster for a couple of minutes, and then I will talk about. Forgive the coffee stains all over here. Jeez, I am such a disgusting individual. I let's turn this light up. I turn this light down when there we see a little better. I turn the light down when I don't have guests because it just glares off my giant forehead. So anyway, how you guys doing? Uh, this is also an open invite because I like talking to people. If anybody wants to come in, you click on that link and we'll talk. You know, talk about comics. Why not? So there we go. So that's an open invite. At 8:30 tonight, RJ from the Fourth Age will be here on this channel. I'll start a new stream, and it's a comic book team up, and that will also be open invite. RJ doesn't know yet. I'll tell him because again, I've been very bad about scheduling guests the past couple of weeks. So there we go. All right, all right. I'm just gonna filibuster about other things. What else? What else do I want to talk about? I finished. I finished this book, Doc Savage, Man of Bronze. It was fun. It was fun. I really liked it at the beginning, but towards the end, it was time for it to end. What else do I have to talk about? Hmm. Um, I will spoil a few things. Okay, let me bring up my Twitter. Uh, Come on, Twitter, Twitter, Twitter. Why is something else coming up? Okay, I'll bring up my Twitter, and then, of course, it's not one of the choices. There we go. All right, and I will spoil a few things while we're waiting people to filter in. Maybe people won't come. Who knows? All right, so I've been showing these for the past couple of days, but now I will show and name a couple of cards that Renzo's been sending me sketches of cards. So let's see. This is okay. So we're working on the stretch goal cards, and Renzo, he's my artist. He sends me sketches, and then I approve them, uh, and then we go to town with them. So this is a character. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, so just gonna filibuster this for another couple of minutes, but this is a sketch for a character called Starlet. Now, in issue 2, I'm just gonna have like cameos of a bunch of heroes. They're not gonna be really be part of the story, but so I will have the cards, like the cards of the major players in the character in the story will be released first, and then for every $1,000 I'll release another card. I'm preparing 20 cards, you know, and whatever doesn't get released, I'm still gonna make and then sell them in a bundle. There we go. So the cards for issue 1 are in a bundle. There was only 7 cards. Only 3 of them got released. No, only 4 of them got released, and then you can get all 7 in a bundle for $10. Really loving all the stuff you've been posting from Oscar. great looking stuff. Yeah, Oscar is Oscar Carano. He's working on a comic called Eddie is Doomed with me. The premise of Eddie is Doomed is Eddie is a 35-year-old super comic book fan. Back, it's set in 1985, and Eddie's father is a retired police officer, and he's moving down to Florida. So Eddie has to move out, and Eddie doesn't like change, so he's freaking out. How could my father do this to me? And he goes down to the comic book store, and there's a comic book called The Doomed Earth. And what is it going to do? It's ending the continuity of Top Comics, his favorite comic. Sound familiar? It's Love and Rockets meets Crisis on Infinite Earths. So Eddie, all of Eddie's worlds are ending. His comic book world is ending. His real life world is ending, and Eddie is doomed. So Renzo is drawing all the fictional characters. They're all fictional characters, but he's drawing all the top comic superheroes, and Tonic Ball is drawing the real world of Eddie. So I think it's gonna be great. But anyway, this is Starlet. Starlet's the glamorous social activist influencer superhero. So she has a spacefaring powers. Think of like like Captain Marvel. She can fly in space. She's beautiful. She's got this silver sparkling outfit and everything. She's just super gorgeous. So this is going to be one of the cards that we will be able to get. I can't wait to show that. Okay. I guess we got some people here, so we will begin. I just wanted to filibuster a bit. So this is my stuff. I just put it in a pile. This is Apollyon 20. So I got this Godfo. This is just big stack. I just opened it up, put it over here. So it comes with these stickers, chibi style pictures. Stickers. My wife loved these. She picked these up and was looking at them. She's so cute. I said, you can't start taking the stickers until I'd make this video. So now I can give her the stickers. This is Bibliophile Volume 1, Kolga. Look at that. It's like a little... Oh, for some reason I thought this was in black and white. So this is pretty cool. Can't wait to read this. Pretty cool. All right. He's been on my channel 2 times. So this is Godfo issue 0. So I guess I read this first. Cool. All right. This is So this is volume 1. I'll put this on top because that drives me nuts to show volume 2 before I show volume 1. But I just opened the box. That's how I'm gonna justify my insanity. All right. So this is Godfo Apollyon 20XX volume 1. Live Not by the Lies. And this is black and white. I knew something was black and white. So it's like a manga influenced post-apocalyptic story. And these guys have a super world building. This is pretty thick too. This is pretty thick. And this is volume 2, lest we forget. It's about half the size. This art print. Okay, for a minute I thought it was a sticker, but it's an art print. Pretty cool. What else do we got? Oh, yes. This is a whole nother crowdfunding. This is Immortal Rising by Jose Garcia. Jose Garcia, you may or may not know, he's doing one of the variant covers for Heroic Tales #2. Let's see. I will show that. Okay. So I will show the Jose Garcia so we could have some sort of connection to what's going on. I'll just filibuster for a second. Just I love this cover. You saw the cover in the opening. But the trailer. But I'm gonna show it here. So there we go. And there we go. So he did this cover for me. This is the patriarch battling the subterranean. So we'll stop sharing that and we will go to this. So this is the same artist. Great guy. And oh my God, is he quick. Guys, if you commission work from him, you are going to be amazed at how fast he is. But I got Immortal Rising. I think this is the continuation of the story. This is so good. This is a lot of fun. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like Warhammer meets Mobius, and I don't think I don't think either one of them will be too upset that I say this. Oh, and there's cards in the back. Oh, and stickers. I think it's the same artist. It's the same artist. I should get him to do something. Okay, so this was a FlipCity magazine. Again, if anybody wants to pop in and talk with me, go ahead. So this is FlipCity magazine. This she wrote me a nice letter. Okay. I got a certificate of Awesome City limited collector's package published and certified by FlipCity magazine. Oh, cool. Again, I didn't really look at this. I just opened it up. I saw this was on top. I read that because I couldn't help it. I saw it. I started reading it, but then I put it down. So I didn't want limited package 22 of 100. Issues 1 through 15 published. So that's cool. So I got 1 through 15, and I got a tinfoil hat. What is this? Give the gift of laughter. Give a subscription. Maybe you would like to earn with us. Oh, sell it. Okay, so this is all. I almost said propaganda, but it's not really propaganda. So let's open it up because it looks like there's stuff inside here. Oh, and I'm neglecting the chat. FlipCity magazine. Oh, so she's here. This will be my first ever true unboxing. Cool. Glad got to. John really loved it. Oh yeah, I talked about that. The black and white art is amazing. Yeah, it looks good. Jose's art is amazing. I need to get his upcoming book. Yeah, it is really good. It is really good. Oh, this tape. I didn't take the tape off. So I got a certificate of awesomeness. I like this. How did you get this made? This would be fun to get made. I have an idea. That would be good for my comic to make something like that. Oh, I thought this. Oh, it does open up. Wow. Cool. Look at that. I like this. Cool. Oh, okay. So you make a Christmas tree out of this. That's reminiscent of Mad Magazine. I used to love Mad. If I did have my Mad magazines, they would not be in good condition because I used to fold the crap out of them. You know that back. So I got a tinfoil hat. Does it fit my giant noggin? I don't think this is going to fit my giant noggin. But let's see. There we go. It doesn't fit my oversized noggin. Place on head before reading. I got to protect my delicate brain. Okay, so now here are the comics. As you can see, I didn't open this package yet. I did not open this package yet. Crenshaw, FlipCity Mag, didn't you say folks could read a free issue somewhere online? That's for her to answer. I'm going to open this. Let's see. Okay, that opened up pretty easily. This is my inheritance. When my father died, I inherited this knife. My father was a telephone man. He used this nice knife for most of his career. This is like the kangaroo from Pulp Fiction. If I can't find this knife, I freak out. And I must lose this knife like once a month. I pick it up, I use it for something, and I forget where I put it. This is getting unfocused. There we go. And this knife is sharp as hell. My older brother, who's more into guns and knives than I am, he was telling me that this is just like they don't make this kind of steel. This is some sort of carbon steel, and it never gets dull. It never gets dull. So enough about the knife. Let's look at FlipCity. Okay. Now I could read these. I have like an order. Okay, so is there numbers? Where are the numbers? Am I showing 15 first, or am I showing 1 first? I don't know. So I'm gonna pretend that this is 1. Otherwise, I'll go berserkowitz. So we got FlipCity, America's Last Lab. Coronaviral. Oh, this is the first. Okay. Whew. All right. Whew. Kitty, kitty. All right. Take a drink and come down. Guaranteed PC free. Cool. I like the cover. All right. We forgot we forgot the numbers at first. Everybody hates Bill Gates. Yeah. I remember defending Bill Gates. Oh my God. I remember like, this guy's a billionaire. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with becoming a billionaire. You want to, you have a product, you sell your product. Like George Clooney's a billionaire. He made money, and then he worked it into some sort of like vodka and not heavy, hard alcohol company. The guy's a billionaire. He doesn't act anymore. Why act when you're a billionaire? I just hate him for his politics, but I don't hate the fact that he's a billionaire. I don't hate anybody who's a billionaire, but like this guy is just evil. Just vaccinating people. Did we hear? But did he like cause like hundreds of thousands of deaths in Africa? But I there we go. Get me to talk about. Oh, I really like this cover. Really like this cover. We promise to do better next time. America's Last Laugh. Music superstars sellout. Yeah, I really want to listen to what music stars have to say. Yeah. Oh, this one, I don't know why. This one kind of reminds me the most of Mad Magazine. Grit your teeth and laugh. America's Laugh. We claim dominion. The Stark Winter. America's Smartass mag accelerates the agenda to disrupt world economic boredom and the new abnormal by belching bile, better, instantly flipping your loathing to left. Cool. Yeah, that was very Mad Magazine. Keep looking at the back. Oh, this is disturbing. Meet your new masters. Comedians hate you. Women's sports with capital crimes. Right-wing baddies. This is really disturbing. if this is supposed to be disturbing, this really is. Our most triggering issue yet. We wave our guns in your face. Cray Asians. I dated one. Our guns are literally drawn. Oh, there you go. There's number 6. There's number 6. Oh, I got my drive-by blessing by Zactan. How you doing, Zactan? How's everybody? This magazine could not exist. Oh, this is a very Mad Magazine too. Sexy Fauci for centerfold. Oh my God. How can I have paid extra not to get a Sexy Fauci centerfold? Extreme carroting. McCommunism. Oh, there's Iron Man. Cool. This looks good. Oh, I like this cover a lot too. 2021 horror show. Swamp Monsters, Left Eats Left, Tales of Terror, Woking Dead. That's pretty clever. Woking Dead. Strike Force, Disturbing Dystopias. No hydrochloroquine zone or ivermectin. Yeah, that was a crime. People need to go to jail. People need to go to jail for that. Discouraging ivermectin and hydrochloroquine. Oh my God. If you don't put people in jail over this, then I have no faith in any government. We are doomed. Divine retribution, Dirty Dozen. I mean, the Epstein thing, people need to go to jail, but the whole like we're going to just lie and tell you that a perfectly good medicine doesn't work, so a pharmaceutical company could have an oh man, that is just like the worst government misuse and abuse and corruption in my lifetime. It's me. That's me. There's me. Oh, this is a cool cover. Oh, Kyle Rittenhouse, Count Dankula interview. Okay. We make you sing and rap. Cool. Dave McDowell. I like this. That's a good cover. Oh, this is a really good Quietly. Quite frankly. Wow, I like this. Are you a victim of mass formation psychosis? Or Waterstock Conservative Incorporated? Cool. What does it say? 3.2? 3.3. Okay. Oh, volume. Okay. Media monarchy. You're Russian front. We stay here. This reminds me of why can't I think of the name of the art? But one of the guys that was killed in the Charlie Hebdo, the massacre in Paris, in France. I can't think of the artist's name, but he did a lot of he did a board game called the that's gonna drive me nuts that I can't remember the board game, but he was killed in the Charlie Hebdo. Oh, I'm neglecting the communism. Yeah, agreed for putting sick people in elderly homes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I 100% believe that New York State, Cuomo took people on Medicaid that was a New York State paid thing, put them in hospitals, killed them, and then got $40,000 from the federal government. So it was two birds, one stone. They stopped paying, and they got paid. Oh my God! And now I guarantee you, Cuomo is going to be the next mayor of New York. You know, he wants to be the mayor of New York, so he's going to be the next mayor of New York. Oh my God! Yeah, that's why I need. You know, this reminds me of Peter Bash. Is this Peter Bash? This art? But yeah, it looks like reminds me of Peter Bash. The FlipCity Spooktacular. So Halloween issue. Pester and Pooch. Oh, for delayed explosion, use timer, not views. Oh, it's the FBI. Cool. Cool. Rings of Power meets Weird Al. Oh my God. This is pretty disturbing. Anybody watch this? The Rings of Power? The whole pandemic was an atrocity. Yep. Yep. Daryl Carl for issue 13. Which issue is this? Oh, the one I thought was Peter Badge? 13, 14, 50. Okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, I like Peter Badge, so that's a compliment. So there you go. This is everything that I had to talk about. I did it kind of quick, but that's the way I am. So anybody want to talk about? Anybody want to come in? Anybody want to come in and talk comics? I've only been talking for 23 minutes. I don't know what else to talk about. I could show you my my Joey from Blossom folder. What's it called? A bookmark. I've had this since what 1992. 1992. This is the only bookmark that I use. Before this, I had a Ben Grimm, The Thing bookmark that actually said it's clobbering time. I lost that. I bought this as a joke, and I can't I want to use this bookmark. This looks so cool, Black Tiger, but I can't use this bookmark because I still have a perfectly good bookmark. So there you go. I'm that kind of crazy that I can't switch bookmarks because I have a perfectly good one. Just like I don't buy a new car until my car is absolutely dead. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was awesome. Good. I'm glad you liked it. Zach 10, you have your finger on the pulse of New York City than I do. Do they really like? No, nobody likes him. But nobody liked Cultural. Nobody likes what's his name, Evans. Nobody likes these mayors. It's just that New York is such a Democrat machine. Sorry, I pulled this plug out and Mike went dead. New York is such a Democratic corrupt stronghold that Cuomo is part of the machine, so he's going to be put in. That's it. Doesn't matter. And I would say like 80% of the New Yorkers don't even vote for mayor or anything like that. So they just go and they get their operatives out, and they vote. I'm really surprised that Bloomberg, Republican, made it in, and that was the last time New York was any good. I mean, I said that at work. I said, remember when Bloomberg, Republican, was the mayor of New York, and New York was good? New York was so good. He fixed up New York so good. It just looks weird, my camera. That he started going after like the most petty of crimes. Like, you know what I mean? Like and of course, my punk rock friends are like, we hate Bloomberg. He's making it tough for us. Yeah, you can't skateboard in the streets and spray paint the buildings. Ooh, good for you. Why would anybody like Cuomo? Again, nobody likes him. Nobody likes him. But who else? He'll get big donors, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Haven't we learned that the Democrat? This is driving me nuts. This is just not level. Nothing's level. So I got nothing else to say. I thought I would take long. Oh, I got this today. The Scarlet Pimpernel, because it's the first like this is like the inspiration for superheroes, Batman and Secret Identities. So I've been on a kick for reading all the original source material for all like comic book stuff, like the novels and everything. So I got this, and Zorro's coming. So I'm going to read Zorro, and I'm going to read the Scarlet Pimpernel. I just finished Doc Savage, Man of Bronze. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'm going to go back to reading Tarzan. I like that. Scarlet Pimpernel. Did anybody read it? Anybody besides me read the Scarlet Pimpernel? I don't know what else to say. Let me show a card that I'll show another card from Renzo that I haven't shown yet. Let's see. Okay. I'll show this card because I got nothing else to say. This is a rough sketch. This is going to be the Visionary. He has every vision power. He has X-ray vision, telescopic vision, micro vision. He also has heat vision, laser vision, and he has an infra vision, so he could see heat patterns. He has ultra vision, so he could see the electromagnetic spectrum. And he doesn't realize it yet, but he also has an astral vision, so he's going to be able to pick up ghostly auras and stuff like that. So, nice. I watched some of the movies. Cool. So this is some of the stuff. He is going to be in a team. He's the field leader of a team. I'm not going to say the leader. So he's going to be like the Cyclops of a team, but he's not. There's somebody else who's going to be like the Charles Xavier of the team. Oh, okay. I'll show this. I didn't show this on Streamline. I didn't show this on Twitter yet, but I'll show this now. This is Captain Atlas. Captain Atlas is the most powerful superhero in my world. He was a Korean War captain of the Air Force, and he was flying his jet when the jet got struck by a meteor. Boom! And instead of killing him, it bestowed upon him amazing powers. And he is so strong, he could literally move the earth. So he is Superman level strength. He could crush the Patriarch. He could crush pretty much any. So he is just overpowered. He's like DC level powered. And I got an interesting story that I want to tell about him. One could argue Robin Hood was the original vigilante, but I think Scarlet Pimpernel was more clearly the inspiration for Zorro and Batman. I'll have more information once I read the book, but from my understanding, Robin Hood was he had a secret identity. He had the hood. He had the gang, like the Shadow had operatives. He didn't wear a mask, but he had a secret identity. He was Robin Hood, and then Robin of Locksley was his secret identity. But he had to hide himself in the Merry Men. So he had a team of vigilantes, and he robbed the government and gave back the taxes to the poor people who were being exploited by the corrupt government. So I've always liked Robin Hood. Plus that bow and arrow was so cool. Might as well spoil this now, but I have a character called Little John. Little John is in the Meta League, the main superhero team of my world. No, the Patriarch is not in the Meta League. The Patriarch is a loner superhero, and the Meta League operates out of New York. and there's Little John, and Little John is like this big. He's stuck at that big, and he's super intelligent, but he also he has a little bow and arrow. So think of a miniature Hawkeye. So he's like miniature Hawkeye. So he fires like basically needles at people. And he goes on stealth missions and stuff like that. He works a lot with Colonel Strong, but it sucks because he's trapped. He's trapped at this height. Little John, yeah. So that's Little John. So he's inspired by the Robin. He's not debuted, so there's no card of him yet. I've been having a lot of fun writing scripts. So I've been writing scripts for stories. I don't know which I have. So this is my plan. Okay. Originally, Heroic Tales was going to be 2 stories in each issue, and then each issue was going to have 2 different characters. Like it was kind of inspired by Astro City. If anybody's familiar with that comic, Astro City, every issue had a different superhero and a different story, but people kept saying, oh, I like the Patriarch. That's cool. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't want to sabotage myself. Like I looked at your boy Zach over at Diversity Comics. He made that Jawbreakers. Then he didn't follow up Jawbreakers for a long time. And then when he followed up, he killed him. So I'm like, am I making a mistake? So, the first issue debuted the Patriarch. The second issue was going to debut Mary Sue. The second issue still has Mary Sue, but it also has the Patriarch, because I was going to have 2 different stories in issue 2. But I put the Patriarch in it. And then if this does well, so if I make the same numbers or better, I'm going to do a Patriarch comic. So it'll be a full Patriarch comic. And that'll be Renzo. It'll be Daniel. It'll be the same team all doing Patriarch. I don't know if it'll be a full size, because my comics tend to be about 40 pages. So I don't know if it'll be 40 pages, one story, or maybe a larger story and a shorter story. I'm leaning towards it's going to be a larger story and then maybe a small story about his family. That's what I'm thinking. But so if I do well, after this, my next crowdfund will be the Patriarch #1, the origin of the Patriarch, because I was going to do the origin of the Patriarch in issue 3 of Heroic Tales. So that's the thing. So if I do well, a lot is riding on this next campaign. I think I'm going to do okay. So that's that. Now, Heroic Tales #3 is going to have the follow-up story of Mary Sue, because I don't. It's a complete story, but it's kind of a cliffhanger. All right, so it's a complete story, but it's kind of a cliffhanger. So I didn't want to do. I was thinking like it's not going to have the emotional impact if I wait a couple of years and then do. So Heroic Tales #3, the main story is going to be Mary Sue, the continuation of her origin, and then the second part is where the second is going to be the introduction of the Raven. Geez, that's set in stone, because issue 2 of Patriarch is going to be Patriarch meeting the Raven. So I have to do that. Then issue 4 of Heroic Tales I think it's going to be another Raven story. So I think that's going to be the pattern. I had 2 Patriarch stories, 2 Mary Sue stories. I'll have 2 Raven stories. And then I think the follow-up, the back is going to be, I don't want to reveal the character's name yet, but it's going to be a time travel story, and then issue 6, I think, is going to introduce Captain Atlas, things like that. So there we go. But having so much fun. Can't wait to see how the Patriarch and other superheroes interact. Oh, you like this shirt? I went into Dunkin' Donuts wearing this shirt. Without even thinking. I just put on the shirt and I go to Dunkin' Donuts to get my coffee. And the girl behind the counter is looking, and she's squinting, and she's looking, and she goes, oh, that shirt says Dungeons and Dragons, not Dunkin' Donuts. I was like, yeah, it does. And she's like, oh, okay. It's got a sequel hook. Yes. The Mary Sue story, it's being lettered right now. It's the Mary Sue story is done. Renzo did I think he did the first 6 pages of the Patriarch story, and then I told him, let's do the cards. So he's doing 20 cards for the campaign, because every $1,000 I want to release a card. So I'm shoot for the sky. That's another thing. In the Heroic Tales campaign for issue 2, you could buy a set of the cards from issue 1, because if if I'm going to close down the campaign for issue 1, that Fund My Comics, I'm going to close it down. So right now, if you want to get 4 free cards, now is the time to do it before it closes down, because once that closes down, the only way to get the cards is you're gonna have to buy either the individual cards or buy a set of 10, or buy a set of 7 for $10, and then I'm gonna have 20 cards for issue 2 as stretch goals. You know what I mean? They'll be free. If I make $20,000, you're going to get all 20 cards. If I make $10,000, you're going to get 10 cards. If I make $4,000, you get 4 cards. Simple math. That's the only stretch goal. I'm trying to keep the campaign simple. What's going to complicate it is, if you want to get individual cards, so I'm just going to say individual cards, $2 each. Email me which cards that you want. So that might be a little difficult to, but I'll probably just mail them to you in an envelope and get it out of here. I still will have, these coins. So I got the Mary Sue coin. I got the Patriarch coin. I'm going to start getting to work. Yeah, I'm going to wait to see how the campaign does. I'm going to give the campaign a week. If the campaign does well in a week, I'm going to order the Raven coins, because the coins take so long, and I also got these big challenge coins. I don't know if I'm going to make Mary Sue coins like this unless people ask. If people ask, I got just free stickers. These Doomed, Patriarch, Heroic Tales, and I also have I thought I had them in here, Mary Sue stickers. I gotta get the Mary Sue stickers and put them right here. But I'm having a lot of fun making all this swag. Oh, geez. And I got these. I'll be wearing these on my debut night. I got these. And then I got this. I can't wait to make the Raven shirt. The Mary Sue shirt. There's nothing on the back. So there you go. What is blinking and making noise? Nice. So I don't know what else to say. I'm going to throw this link out one more time. I'm real happy with the FlipCity. Next month, I'm probably going to order the rest. So, Kitty, if you're still watching, next month I'll probably order the next. Maybe it might be 2 months, because I think in the next month I'm going to be spending a lot of money on artwork, getting my comic, prepared. Paying for art for 20 cards and coloring for 20 cards it's going to be a lot of money. So I think I might take another month to get the rest that I'm missing. So I'm happy. I got a lot of cool stuff for crowdfunding. I'll show this since it's just sitting here. I got a Wolf and Batsy card that came with the newest issue of Wolf and Batsy. If anybody wants to pop in. If not, I'll just filibuster for another minute or two, and then I'm going to close the stream. But keep in mind, comic book team up is at 8:30, and we could RJ will be here, and I'm gonna do another open invite, because I like having guests. I like talking to people, but I just forgot to book a guest. So there you go. Anybody got anything to say? Any questions, comments? Let's talk about the week. What am I doing this week? Well, tomorrow I have RJ Williams at 7 o'clock, so that's good. Yes, I've got RJ Williams tomorrow at 7 o'clock. We'll talk comics. He'll be talking about his stuff. Friday at 7 o'clock, it's or 6:30. It's going to be Oscar, another drawing lesson with Oscar. I think those are so much fun. And then at 8:30, It's clobbering time. We're gonna discuss Buck Rogers versus Flash Gordon, and then Saturday at 10:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So at night, I will be on Crenshaw's channel. I think it's called The Content. And before that, Don Draws Stuff has the studio at 7 o'clock. I always like to make an appearance on the studio. He's going to have Marcus Killigrew and Dan Panosian. Good for him. And then Sunday at 10 a.m., I will be doing Sunday Comics. And I'm going to talk about G.I. Joe #1. So there you go. Don't really see a lot of comments. So just remember at 8:30, so 45 minutes from now, back here, it'll be Comic Book Team Up with RJ from the Fourth Age. So, all right. Bye-bye, everybody. I'm going to play my trailer one more time, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.